When we talk about good fences, we're really talking about creating good neighbors. It's about setting clear boundaries that protect personal space and reduce friction between people. These boundaries help everyone live together more harmoniously. It's a straightforward concept, but it has a powerful impact on the entire community. The key to making these boundaries work is starting with respect. Boundaries don't have to be harsh or cold. They can actually be caring in thoughtful ways to support good relationships. When we talk about fences, we're really talking about boundaries that serve important roles in our lives. Fences can be physical structures, like the wooden or wire barriers we see around properties, but they also represent much more than just those materials. They symbolize the lines that define our personal space and protect our needs. These boundaries help shape how we interact with others by clearly marking where one person's space ends and another's begins. This concept applies not only to physical space, but also to emotional space, highlighting how essential boundaries are for maintaining healthy relationships and a sense of security. Fences have a fascinating history that goes beyond just being physical barriers. Originally, they served practical survival purposes, helping protect crops and animals in early settlements. People used simple materials like wood and stone to clearly mark their land and shared spaces. As farms expanded, fences evolved to represent more than just boundaries. They became symbols of ownership and responsibility. Moving into modern neighborhoods, fences now play a crucial role in balancing privacy, safety, and the dynamics of everyday community life. So, what started as mere markers has grown into something rich with social meaning. Boundaries are essential because they help reduce friction and encourage more care in our interactions. When boundaries are clear, everyone knows what information or behavior is shared, what is private, and what is completely off limits. This clarity fosters respect, as it shows that each person's space and needs are valued. Clear limits not only protect personal space, but also promote peace by minimizing misunderstandings and assumptions. When everyone understands the edges, it creates a calm environment where coexistence becomes much easier and more harmonious. When we talk about building trust, one of the most important factors is having clear boundaries. Trust grows naturally when everyone knows what to expect, and those expectations are clear and agreed upon. When boundaries are well defined, relationships become calmer because people aren't left guessing about where they stand. People tend to relax when expectations are visible, mutual, and easy to respect. Boundaries take away the uncertainty, which makes everyday interactions feel much safer and more comfortable. When we honor each other's space, it opens the door to kindness, openness, and cooperation. So, what does trust sound like? It's the confident statement: I know where I stand. And here's the key takeaway: good boundaries don't push people away. Instead, they create the foundation for respectful, genuine connections to grow. When we talk about clearer lines, we're really focusing on the importance of setting kind and firm boundaries in our interactions. Without clear limits, everyday situations can quickly become overwhelming and tense. When those lines get blurry and boundaries aren't established, confusion often turns into conflict. This can bring in feelings of resentment, stress, and ongoing friction that disrupt our relationships and environments. On the other hand, having clear boundaries creates clarity, which fosters a sense of calm. When everyone knows what is shared, what is private, and what needs to be respected, we eliminate uncertainty and make space for healthier, more respectful interactions. Essentially, clear boundaries are the foundation for kinder, more harmonious living. When we think about fences, it's important to realize they represent more than just physical boundaries. They set shared expectations within a community. A fence marks where one property ends and another begins, but also symbolizes care and mutual respect among neighbors. By clearly defining these edges, fences help establish simple rules that everyone understands. This clarity makes daily living together smoother and more harmonious, creating a balance between shared life and personal space. When we talk about boundaries in a community, think of them like good fences. They help build strong, healthy communities. Clear boundaries mean that everyone knows what is shared, what remains private, and what is respected. This clarity reduces conflict because people understand each other's limits and expectations. With clear expectations, everyday interactions become safer and more comfortable, fostering more trust among neighbors. When people feel trusted and understood, it naturally leads to a stronger sense of belonging. Healthy boundaries don't separate us. They actually give us the space to thrive together, ensuring that respect is maintained and there is room for everyone to coexist peacefully. This balance is what makes communities work better and grow stronger. Let's talk about boundaries, which are really the big ideas here. Boundaries help define where my space ends and yours begins, making it clear what is okay and what isn't. When limits are clear, it reduces confusion and conflict, and it becomes much easier to respect each other. Healthy communities rely on these shared standards that everyone understands and agrees upon. Think of boundaries like good fences. They protect relationships by creating a sense of safety and trust for everyone involved. Remember, being clear with your boundaries isn't just firm, it's kind, because it helps everyone know what to expect and how to interact respectfully. These are the key takeaways about the importance of setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Respecting your neighbor's space is essential for building healthy communities. When care, clarity, and boundaries coexist, it creates an environment where everyone can grow and thrive. Think of a good fence not as a barrier or distance, but as a way to make mutual respect tangible and visible. It's important to leave room for each other to flourish, and remember that boundaries don't have to be harsh or unkind. They can be gentle, welcoming, and rooted in kindness. Ultimately, care begins with clear and respectful boundaries that help us all live harmoniously.